Short questions starting with was. Past simple. Was the movie good? Was it a long drive? Was he late again? Was the food spicy? Was the party fun? Was the coffee hot? Was the bar busy? Was the party loud? Was the food fresh? Was the party wild? Was the ride long? Was the store open? Was the weather nice? Was the hotel clean? Was the test difficult? Was the music loud? Was the staff friendly? Was the food spicy? Was the traffic heavy? Was the song catchy? Was the hotel noisy? Was the ride bumpy? Was the ride smooth? Was the hike scenic? Was the dress on sale? Was the play well acted? Was the restaurant busy? Was the food delicious? Was the service efficient? Was the activity enjoyable? Was the book captivating? Was the game exciting? Was the lecture boring? Was the view beautiful? Was the hike challenging? Was the beach crowded? Was the restaurant noisy? Was the show sold out? Was the beach clean? Was the meal satisfying? Was the hotel convenient? Was the service friendly? Was the class informative? Was the tour guide helpful? Was the tour well organized? Was the show entertaining? Was the show worth seeing? Was the service attentive? Was the atmosphere lively? Was the event well organized? Was the hotel comfortable? Was the museum interesting? Was she happy with the gift? Was the meeting productive? Was the atmosphere relaxing? Was the exhibit well curated? Was the exhibition informative? Was the atmosphere festive? Was the discussion interesting? Was the workshop informative? Was the experience challenging? Was the presentation compelling? Was the discussion stimulating? Was the conversation engaging? Was the restaurant expensive? Was the conversation pleasant? Was the conversation inspiring? Was the conversation awkward? Was the conversation stimulating? Was the presentation engaging? Was the experience memorable? Was the book thought-provoking? Was the conversation engaging? Was the conversation productive? Was the experience unforgettable? Was the destination worth visiting? Was the presentation informative? Was the speaker knowledgeable? Was the experience eye-opening? Was the conversation enlightening? Was the discussion thought-provoking? Was the presentation well prepared? Was the presentation well researched?